Hi, my name is Michael S Garner, and today I want to give a review of Superman Red Son, the animated movie that you cannot find on DC Universe currently. So you gotta pay for this shit. Okay, joking. Yeah, you gotta pay for it. Off the fact, I want to say I really enjoyed this movie. It is one of the most enjoyable ones since DC started to do these direct-to-video animated movies. Better than any of the 52 versions. I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to go into Red Son. Because believe it or not, I actually believe that this Red Son animated movie is better than the comic book. I read the comic book after, even though I'm a huge Superman fan. It wasn't one that I was really looking forward to seeing. I'd seen so many different versions of Superman and so many types of Elseworld stories that the Red Son, when it came out, it did not interest me. And another reason why it didn't interest me that much was because I grew up with a series called Superboy, the live-action TV show. In the second season of that series, actually the third season to be corrected, they did an episode where Superboy went to different dimensions. And he went to one where the version of him actually took over the world and put it under his kind of dictatorship. And he was basically what Red Son was afterwards, but he was more of a Nazi version. But he was basically, even down to the costume, even down to the final look of him with the leather gloves, he was basically what they put into the Red Son Superman comic book. And I was kind of annoyed when I was little. I'm like going, it's not the same writer. Did they just get it from the cartoons, from the TV series, the live action TV series? You judge for yourself. If you do get a chance and you can sit through it, I love the Superboy thing, but that was a different time. Watch Superboy Season 3, I believe it was episode 6 or 7. You can actually go back to my previous videos on this, and I actually reference the actual episode and everything. If not, I'll probably put it up right there. I love the fact in this animated movie that Lex Luthor did not seem like a villain. He was just doing what he needs to do, and he was trying to represent our country. And the exact same thing with Superman. He still seemed like he was Superman. He wasn't like a straight up villain or anything like that. In the comic books, it was more on the opposite side. It was basically the same dynamic we've always seen with Superman and Lex Luthor, just under the guise of what has happened with the world. I love the fact that Wonder Woman seems stronger to me in this version than in the comic book as well. I really believed in her, despite the fact that we only saw her for a short period of time in this movie. I felt for her more in this movie than I did in a 3-issue set of the Red Son comic book. And the Red Son comic book kind of just made me kind of seem like, in a certain way, that she was just kind of like, she was kind of in love with Superman, but they never actually got together. And it just seemed like she was a little bit more, I don't want to say the word, but I just didn't like how she was depicted in the comic book in comparison to this movie. This movie, she was strong. And by the way, those who've seen this movie where Batman basically captured her, how the hell did that happen? I'm sorry. I understand sometimes when they can fight Superman because he has a MacGuffin device of Green Lantern. He has a MacGuffin device of kryptonite and everything like that. But I do not understand how he was able to capture Wonder Woman. There was a story change for Lana Lang in this story, and it was big. And I loved it. And I wanted to cry when I saw it. I mean, the end result of what happens with Lana Lang and just the whole story arc in the Red Son in the animated movie was touching. It was good. It was kind of out of left field. I am Superior Man! I love that! I love the fact that when they made Superior Man come on the scene, that he looked like Ultraman. I don't know if it was on purpose. I assumed it was because they animated the Crisis of Two Earths or whatever in one of the other animated movies where they met the Justice Syndicate of the other world. They made the Ultraman in that animated movie a particular way in the way he looked. And I saw it right away when I saw Superior Man. And this is before me reading the comic book, so I did not know about the Bizarro twist. But it was fitting, and it worked. And I loved it so much because we got to spend a little bit more time with him, and you got to see how sad his quick story was. I love the passage of time in this animated movie too. You actually feel it, and I feel bad because I know the Red Son comic book was a critically acclaimed comic book as far as the Superman mythos is concerned and everything like that, and among fans. But I read it and I was like, this is not. I don't get it. I feel bad for saying this. I do not get it. I thought they did the animation in the animated movie. I thought they did it so much better, and it was more effective, and it hit me so much more. And I believed in the passage of time more so in this movie than I did in the 3 books of the comic book. And his like slight relationship with Lois Lane and his relationship with the world and how he basically did not age this version of Superman. I love that. I love the whole thing. Love the ending. Love the Brainiac stuff. Loved it all. I really think that everybody should watch this. If you're a Superman fan, watch this. And one more shout out, I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love Angel. I love everything to do with Joss Whedon. And I love everything to do with David Greenwald, who helped write a lot of those episodes on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. And one of the characters I really loved in Angel was Fred, who became Illyria. Fred died and became Illyria. Spoiler alert. It was one of the greatest moments in Angel history. And I love that actress. May not like everything that she's in, but I love her when she's in it. Even Person of Interest. But I digress. She does the voice of Lois Lane, and she did it perfectly. I didn't think she could do it because her voice is very, very specific. Like, I can hear it from a mile away and I know it's her. And just to see her, how she acted with Lois, she gave it such emotion, and it's just like, right down to the meat. Just loved it. And I can't praise this enough. This is one of my favorites, like I said. Red Son Superman, the animated movie. Check it out. It is not currently on DC Universe, but you can purchase it, download it, do whatever. I'm not an advertiser for them, but I'm just saying I love this. If you're inside like most of us are, check out Red Son Superman if you are a Superman fan or a DC comic book person in general. Once again, my name is Michael S Garner. I draw an original online comic book called Visions of the New, which you can see at magcloud.com. I hope to see you guys next time, and be safe. Stay inside. Let's get through this.